My name is Michael Joesten. I am owner-president of Joesten Change Management. We are celebrating our 15th year as organizational development, leadership development professionals. So there's a common misconception that leaders and managers are the same thing, and the truth is they're very, very different. One of the primary roles and responsibilities of a manager is to preserve the status quo. The manager is there to make sure that things are done in a very specific way, time and time and time again, to get predictable results. And while on one hand this is necessary for the daily operations of the organization, if an organization merely does the same things over and over and over the same way, pretty soon the rest of the world is going to require something of that organization that they're no longer able to provide. A really good example of this is look at Sears as a company. Sears was the top retailer in the country for over 100 years, and they were really good at filling their stores and having a variety of merchandise, but they did the same things the same way for well over 100 years. What happened? The world changed. The world said, we want something different. We want it delivered cheaper, faster, better, and Sears was not able to adapt to that. Their management style was, we keep doing the same thing the same way, the way we've always done it. And now, Sears is gone. On the other hand, the role of the leader is to look into the future and determine what does that future look like, and what do we need to be in order to meet the future demands that our customers need from us that we're not currently doing. So where the manager is all about preserving the status quo, the leader is all about wrecking the status quo and putting something else in place. If a manager is going to make the transition over to leader, the number one quality that they have to have is humility. In other words, if they already think they know everything, or they believe that the skill set that they have in and of itself qualifies them to be a leader, it's going to be a very, very hard transition into that leadership role. So humility becomes very important. The ability for the individual or the manager to say, I don't know everything, there's still plenty for me to learn. And this gets very uncomfortable because the level of learning is really at a deep level. It can shake up one's belief systems about things. But if they're willing to do that, then they have a better chance of successfully becoming that leader. Usually we think of leadership as a kind of top-down approach, right? There's a supervisor or leader leading a team of people, and they report to them. There's another way that leadership can exist, and that is from peer to peer. So peers can lead each other. Remember, the heart of leadership is having this vision. And so peers, even though there's no reporting relationship to one another, peers can share a common vision and support and hold each other accountable towards living out that vision. There's a third level of leadership too, and it's much less understood, but it's very important, and that is from a bottom-up approach. In other words, it's someone that reports to a leader or a manager. They may be clear on the vision. They may buy into the vision of the organization. And what they can do is they can lead upward, holding the senior leadership to that vision and mission. And through their leadership skills, they can inquire, they can challenge, they can clarify, they can get direction. And by doing all of those things, they're actually leading from the bottom up. Your organization does not need future leaders. Your organization needs current leaders. You need people that are able to move beyond just management, just the status quo, and step into this future vision of your organization. And Joesten Change Management is perfectly set up to teach these leadership qualities.